Good morning, everyone. Welcome to candidate registration training for senior consultants. We will start from introducing each other. Can you guys just tell me your name, which branch you're coming from, and how long you work for the company, and also interesting fact about yourself. I'll start from myself. My name is Karina. I'm a senior consultant in Blue Arrow Lewisham branch. I work for the company 7 years. An interesting fact about me is that I'm almost finishing my NVQ level 3 in CIPD HR, and I've been starting in level 5 in October.
Hi, so my name is Ola, and I've worked for Blue Arrow for around 5 years now. I'm a senior consultant and I work at the Edgeworth branch. And interesting fact about myself is that I like travelling, and my next trip is to Bali.
Brilliant.
Hi, my name is Chris. I'm a senior consultant at the Blue Arrow Recruiting branch. I work for the company over 6 years, and interesting fact about me, I love cooking and spending time in the forest.
Brilliant. Well done. Well, there's a few things we need to speak before we start our training. There is a fire escape on the end of the corridor. We need to just open the window and go to the roof. On the end of the roof there is a ladder, and we need to staircase. Actually, we need to go to downstairs courtyard, and we all meet in front of the police station, okay? If you guys need a toilet, they are downstairs on the first floor, on the left, and if you need some water, behind you in the water dispenser, coffee, tea, next door in the kitchen, okay? Let's start. Our company introducing a new system called Job Science. This system is created to help us reduce paperwork and reduce all the admin job we do so far. It's created to help us to concentrate mostly on the sales part of our job and to get new leads of the business. Okay. Our branch already launched Job Science a few months ago, so therefore, because we've been working for a few months right now, I'm here to share my knowledge with you guys today, okay? System is very easy to use, it's very helpful, and I'm pretty sure after a few months you're gonna find it very easy to work on, and you're really gonna love it, okay? Because you guys don't have a logins yet, we have to start you only on one computer. You are all logged in here, and you just need to follow instructions when I will help you out, okay? I've also printed for you some slides which I've created. Obviously I don't have anywhere to show them, so you've got it on the paper if you can follow through while I'm talking, okay? So on today's training we will concentrate on candidates registration through uploading CV. Okay, there are two different ways. You can register a candidate through the CV, or you can register a candidate manually when they're walking into the office. Okay, today's session is registration through uploading CV. Okay, objectives for today's training is uploading CV, sending compliance pre-interview, then updating pre-interview details, sending compliance post-interview, verifying post-interview details, and for that particular stage of registration you have to have a candidate in the office with the documents so you can physically see them. And the last stage is adding competences and inductions to the candidate's profile, okay? If you have any questions during this session, please feel free to ask them. On the end of the session, I will ask you some questions, so please listen carefully, because I will test your knowledge, okay? Let's start from the beginning, okay? So when we receive a phone call from the candidate, we have to do the telephone screening. We need to find out if the candidate who's calling for work is a potential candidate for you, if the description, what they are looking for and what you are looking for are matching. You need to ask some relevant questions. What kind of work they're looking for, where they live, are they able to travel, are they, what is their previous experience and qualification, any courses, what their salary expectation, and which days and what time they are available to work for you. Okay? If those descriptions are matching what you are looking for, you need to make the decision if you want to register candidate or not. Okay? If you decided that yes, you want to go for the registration, you have to ask candidate to email you their CV. Okay? So you provide the email, candidate send the CV, and you just wait for it. Okay? When you receive the CV, you need to upload the CV to the system. Okay? I'll walk you through right now how to do. So on the very beginning of uploading a candidate's CV, you need to, first of all, you need to enter a candidate's name in the search toolbox, okay? So you can see search toolbox. If you enter candidate's name and the candidate will come out, that means the candidate already applied for a job through us. It could be through EDU website, or it could be through Job Blue Arrow website. So therefore, if we receive the CV before, that means system automatically uploads the CV and you can see candidate profile. If you type the name and there will not be anything coming out, that means candidate is not there yet. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to upload the CV. Okay, I've prepared for you a CV which I've saved on the desktop. Okay, so it's going to be easier for us to do this session. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So to upload the CV, you need to go on the left-hand side on the tools, and you need to click Add Resume. Okay, you got it, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Then you click Choose File. Okay, and then you need to search the file which you saved. Scroll down, and then we have Maureen CVs. Yeah, we're gonna click twice on the Maureen CVs, then scroll down and press Add Resume. Perfect. Okay. So now we wait a few seconds while system is working and uploading the CV to us. And now system finished and we can see the candidate's profile on our screen. System is very smart. It's picking up every single details which is available from the CV to the profile. So we will see candidates' email address, phone number, and relevant information which they actually shared on the CV. If we can't see the address, it's because the candidate didn't allocate the address on the CV. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So now everything is set up for you. You've got profile done. So on this stage, if you scroll down, Ola, if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see candidate CV is already allocated. So this is exactly the CV which we've done, and those information has been populated into the system. Okay, so on this stage, uploading CV finished. Okay, so now we go into the next stage, which is sending compliance pre-registration. Okay, so before we do that, we need to double check if the email address is matching in the system to the email on the CV. So if you all scroll down, Chris, you can see it?
Mm-hmm.
All scroll down to and see on the CV, this is the same email address.
Yes, it is.
That's great. Okay, scroll up. And to be able to start anything, we need to send GDPR consent email, which is on the top of the right hand corner. Ola, can you see on the top right hand corner? Yeah, a little bit below. Send GDPR. No, right. Yeah, right.
On here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Click on that box, and then system automatically is just sending email. It gives you information that the data has been successfully sent. Okay, so you need to click OK. Okay. And that's all what we need to do about the GDPR. So candidate already received the email. They have to tick the boxes for us, which they prefer us to keep in the system, and then they have to present. Okay. Then the next activity is you need to send pre-registration pack. You go to activity history on the top of the screen. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here.
Mhm.
Okay, then send an email. Perfect. And then you have like a preview of the email you're gonna send over to candidate. Okay.
Mhm.
From the select template box,
Mhm.
you need to choose the relevant email data you want to
Okay.
send. So we need to choose pre-interview forms. Click on it, pre-interview
So that's
Ola.
post.
Okay, select the, no, that's
Oh,
post-interview,
okay.
select pre-interview.
Pre-interview forms. Yeah.
Okay, and scroll down, and if you can see in the concept of the email is proof to right to work, declaration, and a working time, time regulation. Okay, that's what the first bit of candidate's registration pack is. So you click send, and that has been sent to candidates. Okay. From now on, candidates need to go to their email and fill all the relevant links which they receive and send it back to us so we can check them.
Okay.
On this point, your pre-registration, pre-interview process is finishing, and you're waiting for candidates to get back to you with the documents. Okay. When the candidate receive, when the candidate send back all the attachments to you, you need to start updating pre-interview details. Okay, so where to start? You need to go to the search box on the top. You type the candidate's name. It's exactly, we don't have to do it because we have
Okay.
a profile,
Yeah.
but in the future, obviously, you have to wait for the candidate to return those free links to you. So you can't do anything until you receive it, okay? So you do whatever you need to do it during that time, but when the candidate responds and they send it over to you, then you have to go to the search box, type their names, and their profile will upload, okay? On the top of the screen, in certifications, you go to certification on the right hand side, a little bit lower, oh, just below, just below, over here,
Oh, here.
certification. You should see free links which candidates send it over to you, okay?
So until that's done, we can't
Yeah.
move anything.
On those free links, you will have a boxes of edit, okay? When you receive them, you click on edit. You won't be able to verify the documents on that stage yet. You will see the documents, so you will see the passport, visa if it's relevant, and the national insurance number, but you can't verify because candidate need to be here physically and show you the documents. Yeah? On the rest of the certification, you just click edit, and on the box which says verify, you tick the box, you check the documents, tick the box, and then save it, and it will verify. Okay? You do with every single certification one by one. Okay? And on that stage, your verification for the first pre-interview part is done. Okay? Then you need to move to the next bit of interview and registration, which is sending compliance post-interview part. So we do exactly the same like we've done before, Ola. We go to activity history. Oh, perfect. And we send an email, and in the selected template, we choose post-interview form. Okay? So we send that. If you scroll down, you can see all the bits of pieces which candidate need to review and return to us. So they have medical, new starter declaration, terms of employment, equal opportunities, bank details, reference request form, and general data protection regulation consent. Okay? Okay, so you're gonna scroll down, and then you press the button send, and that email has been sent to the candidate. Okay? So now, again, we need to wait when the candidate will respond on all attachments, okay? So again, it's a waiting time. On that moment, your post-registration bit is finishing, and you're waiting for the candidate to respond, okay? When candidate responds and sends all the certification back to you, the process looks exactly the same like the previous one. You have to verify it. So first of all, you see that you have all 8 attachments. It should be 8 in total. If you have them, you need to ring the candidate and you need to let them know that all the certification has been received, and you need to invite them to the office, okay? On the next available appointment, you can book them in, ask them to bring their documents, the same which they uploaded to the system. If the job you are planning to fill requires food and hygiene or DBS, you need to ask them if they have food and hygiene or DBS certificate, and if they do, you need to ask them to bring it with them so you can verify it and upload it as well to the system. Okay? When a candidate is coming over and bringing all the documents to you, you have to check the documents, double check if this is exactly what we have in the system. Yeah? If you verify that the person you actually are registering is the person on the document, you go move forward and you tick the verify box. You need to make sure that in case of, for example, visa, you need to populate expiry date and issue date on each section, okay? And then you press save, verify and save, and the document has been verified, and slowly you are ticking the boxes with the registration. Okay? Do you understand so far?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty straightforward.
When the candidates bring you DBS and food and hygiene, you are able to upload the the competences. So to upload the competences, you need to scroll down, alright? Scroll down the box, okay? Just a little bit more, just underneath the CV. Okay, and now you have a competences here. So on the box of example, you have to type what kind of competences they have, okay? So if you type food and hygiene, okay, we can see all the competences are coming over alphabetically. You can just pick the competences you want to upload, you click on it, and then it will ask you validation date. Because food and hygiene have a expiry date, you need to put from when until when it's valid, and then you can attach the document. Attaching documents have exactly the same procedure as attaching CV. You need to choose the relevant documents you have saved and then attach it. It's exactly the same with the DBS. With competencies like catering assistant, kitchen porter, it will not ask you for it because there is no validation date for it. Okay?
How about if they receive it, if they got the competency from different companies?
Then you need to our procedures are that we need to send an email to our head office to verify the DBS if we can use it. Yeah, you guys know that.
I'm not talking about certificates. If they own certificate from previous places.
That's fine. That's fine. We accept them. Food and hygiene is valid for 1 year, regardless where it has been done. And DBS, we accept DBSs within a year. You guys, if you don't deal with DBS, you might not know it. But the branches who deals with DBS, you have to check if the DBS is compliant. So basically, if we needed a check for children, need to have a check for children. If we need a check for adults, need to have a check for adults. Because if the DBS came from the different company, we just send an email to our DBS department, and they do clarification, and they send us an email saying, yes, this person is allowed to work in DBS children and adult environment. And when you get that confirmation, then you upload the DBS into it. Okay? Perfect. So competencies and inductions to candidates, we have that covered. You also can add ratings to the candidates. Okay, so on the end of it, if you send the candidate to work and they don't like the place or the client don't like the way they're working, you have a chance to rate the candidate. In case if someone else would use candidate, or you won't be able to fill the booking if someone else is filling the booking for you, they will know that this candidate has been in the place and there's something went wrong, and either they don't want to go back or they has been requested not to go back. So you select the ratings, whichever you want, and then you select rated by, and that's gonna be a name of the client, and then you add. So each candidate you can rate either good or bad. So then obviously if you try to fill very difficult booking and you have, for example, a candidate who has been rated excellent, you know you should call that candidate first, and if they are available, you've got your booking filled, okay? So on this stage, your rating and your uploading competences finished, okay? Technically by now you have your candidate registered, okay? You just need to make sure that the profile is done. So when you scroll the candidate up, you need to make sure that you have all the details populated. So double check their address, if you scroll down a little bit, you need to double check next of kin, and then the start date. So every single bit of pieces will have to be populated. If on some point you try to save it and it will not allow you, and on the top of the screen you will have an information, red information. That information actually says that there is some missing bits and pieces. So on the whole profile you will see in the red color showing you what is missing. So either you need to double check or change it or populate it, whatever will be required, okay? In the same section as well, on the bottom of the screen, you have references, okay? You need to make sure that the references has been sent, because candidate will only put the reference details over it. They will not send them. So it's your responsibility to send the references. For the personal referee, you can just send them straight away. For the professional referee, you should call, because as a company policy right now, it's your new business lead, okay? So when you send the professional references, you should actually call first, find out why the candidate has stopped working for the company, ask them if they need any help looking for a new candidate, and that might lead you actually to get a new client. So this is the whole purpose of us sending the reference request, not the candidate. It's just because we can get to the new business lead and have a new references and new clients. Okay, so far everything is clear?
Yes.
Perfect. This is almost end of our section. Okay, so we have our candidate done. Now the only thing we need to wait for that lady is to respond on consent form and all the attachments. And when we have that, we can basically ask her to come over, verify everything, and she is ready to go. Okay, if she doesn't have a DBS, we will have to issue one for her, so she will have to come over, fill the details, we send off application, and we get the DBS. Okay, brilliant. So now it's almost end of our session. We need to review a little bit what we've learned today, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll ask you a few questions, if you can answer them.
Sure.
And then we will be ready to go, okay? So Ola, from what you learned today, can you tell me where you can find Add Resume section in our system?
So it's just here in the panel on the left hand side under the closed section.
Okay, but if you are in your Serenium, if you are not having that screen, okay, where should you look for
I'd
it?
also look in the search button to make sure that the person isn't already on the system.
Okay, alright, perfect. Chris, that meant to be actually my next question. Chris, what should you do before uploading the CV to the system?
You should enter the name into the search field
Mm-hmm.
on top of the page and check if candidate does not already exist on the system.
Okay. If it exists, then
Exists.
the profile is ready,
yes.
yeah? If it doesn't exist, you upload the CV.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, well done. Ola, what do you send to candidate in the first email?
Pre-interview information request, which contains proof of right to work, declarations, and WTR.
Perfect, perfect. Well done. Someone was listening through the whole session. Well done. Chris, next question for you. Can you verify right to work documents during updating pre-interview details?
No, you can't select verified and original send until the documents have been presented on the last stage of the registration.
And how they being presented?
It's called post-interview details.
Okay, so candidates need to come over and present them. Well done. Well done. That's correct. You must always see original documents, then you can verify them. Okay? Ola, last question for you. What's the name of template you are sending to candidate on the second email?
Post interview details, and you select it from this like toolbar. You click on it and then you select.
Perfect. Ooh, well done. Chris, last question for you. When adding competency which has valid date, what do you need to provide?
Well, I need to enter valid form and valid due dates. And of course, attach proof of certificates.
Well done. Very well done. Thank you. Well done, guys. You are ready now to go back to your branches and share those informations with your colleagues. Obviously, because all those informations are available on our Blue Arrow website and under the Job Science toolbar. So you can actually search them. I gave you some slides as well. You can take it. If you get stuck through your registration at some point, you can always get in touch with me, and I will remind you what to do. You can also use something called Walk Me Through. I don't know if you've realized there is Walk Me Through button on the bottom of the page. This exactly will point you the next directions what you're doing. So if you, for example, trying to register candidate and you type a candidate registration, this smart thing will actually show you with the arrow what next you have to do. Okay, so it will actually from the top to the bottom will help you how to register candidate if you get lost. Obviously it's just a tool for a beginning to help you out, because I'm pretty sure after the time few registrations you're gonna be flying with it. Okay, do you have any questions with regards to the session?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, at this stage.
Okay.
But I will obviously thank you for letting us getting in touch with you should we have any questions.
I'll
That
also will
definitely
email
help.
you
That's
our
great.
manual guide which we've
Very
done
helpful.
today, so you guys can have it. Okay?
Sure, lovely.
So
Thank you.
that will be all. We're gonna see each other next week to cover the second week of registration, which will be manual registration. So get ready for it, okay?
Thank
you
you.
very much for coming.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Take care.